This is Gabriel Gonzalez for Cage Side Press here with the new boss at Karate Combat, President Asim Zaidi. So talk to me. I mean, obviously you've gotten the ball rolling a little bit, but you're bringing it to Vegas. You got 2 title fights. You got a stacked card. It's a big week for fights in general. I mean, put it into words what this is for you.
Right now, well, what it means to me is everything, right? This is a huge step in my career as a martial artist and where I'm trying to take myself in the sport for my legacy. But more importantly than that, what's happening with Karate Combat right now, I mean, this is unprecedented. This is the largest, the biggest event we've ever done in the history of our organization. It's very different than what we've done in the past. We're bringing in some of the highest level strikers from all different backgrounds, including 2 former UFC champions to face off. So it's a very different event than Karate Combat has ever done. But I think that's why all these amazing people are here. That's why we're getting huge names through the building. That's why you're here and I have a microphone in my face. So I feel very blessed and lucky to be part of the biggest event we've ever done.
I'd like to go back a little bit because obviously you're familiar with it on the fighter side, helping coach, you know the rule set and everything. How does one cross over to be like, how do you feel about running this thing?
Well, I had a very unique circumstance in this. My team's doing phenomenal. I have about 37 pros right now. Our fight team is 104 wins, 11 losses. We have a 90% win rate.
Amazing.
Thank you. So coaching-wise, I mean, it's going great. I'm coaching at the highest level in the UFC, and we have some amazing stars on the come-up. But I've always had, I guess you would say, a little talent for promoting fighters and getting fighters' stories out there. And that's what this is about at the end of the day. We want to create superstars. We want to help people achieve their dreams. So me getting this position is perfect because now I can guide these athletes, these amazing athletes, to getting to where their objective is and where their goal is.
Now, on that, when you talk about, building that chapter for Karate Combat, one of the things I noticed with Goat Shed, you guys are very good at churning out things on social media. Quite the content creation over there. How does one get that? How do you incorporate that into what's already working well in an established company like this?
That's a very good question. Yeah, with Goat Shed, I mean, our numbers are crazy. We get about 15 million impressions a month. That's insane for a 3,000 square foot gym. You know what I mean? 15 million views a month is something insane. I mean, in all honesty, some of the biggest organizations in the world, like the PFL, our numbers are relatively the same as them. Even Karate Combat, with almost 2 million followers, our viewership is very similar to them as just a gym. And that's another reason why they put me in this position, because if I can do that, if I can generate so much viewership on a gym, what can I do with a fight league? What can I do with a fight league with some of the greatest strikers on the planet? So that's the idea behind this as well. Bring that social media content creation to a fight league.
Can I ask you, I guess, do you have to have, like I see Aylin Perez, who's obviously not shy in front of the camera, let's say it like that. Do you feel like that's a part of it that does have to be embraced in the era of the smartphone where it's like, hey, like a little bit of personality, that is part of it? Because if I may say so, Goat Shed, with respect, you're not exactly ATT, a huge giant campus. So being able to grow that, I feel like, do you also look for athletes who can do both and it's like, hey, there is a little bit of a playing the game aspect to this?
So what you'll find, and this is really crazy, what you just said is a very controversial subject that people talk to me about. They're like, hey, why do you guys do this? Why do you guys do that? What people don't understand is everyone's trying to fit in, right? Everyone's trying to fit in. But at the end of the day, the ones we look up to are the ones who stood out. They never fit in. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, Khabib, these are very unique personalities. They didn't try to fit in. They were themselves, 100%. And they were all extroverts. They were. So whether people want to believe it or not, fighting is the most extroverted thing you could possibly do. You're in your underwear for a drunken crowd inside a cage fighting. Like, this is definitely, you need to get used to showing yourself who you are, and it could be anything. I have athletes that are very humble, and we're going to reflect that, and we're going to promote them in that way. I have athletes who love twerking, like Eileen. So, last UFC fight, I'm going to twerk with her. You know what I mean? I'm going to support whatever my athlete does, and we're going to put that in the limelight.
I gotta say, on that note, very ride or die, Coach. I respect that. I think a lot of the internet did as well. Let's talk about some of these fights. Obviously, 2 big ones. Let's talk Ross and Sam. You got an established veteran of the pit taking on UFC veteran who's been there forever. I mean, how do you break this one down? Obviously, Ross's experience in the pit and Sam everywhere else but the pit.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really, really tough matchup. There's a lot to it because, right, Ross Levine is moving up a weight class. And then obviously Sam Alvey has the experience at the highest levels. So it's a tough matchup. I mean, I feel that Ross Levine has the advantage of his speed. Sam Alvey has the advantage of power with the size. I mean, it's going to be really, really interesting for sure.
And then as an MMA guy, just obviously Benson and Pettis. First one, all-time classic. Second one, Pettis just shined on short notice, if I'm not mistaken. Now the third one, no grappling. How does that change what we've seen from these guys before?
That's what's so amazing about Karate Combat. Like, if you want action every second of the fight, this is the rule set. This is what you need. So it's really catering to the fans that want that action. And man, this is a very big moment for both athletes, and I'll tell you why, okay? The pit was inspired by Anthony Pettis' style. It really was. Climbing up the fence, we wanted to see stuff like that, so we built the pit, right? Now, Benson's lost twice. He's 0-2 to Pettis. This is his last chance in his life to redeem himself. I mean, that Showtime kick haunts him for 13 years. That's his words. It really haunts him for 13 years. Everyone talks about it, right? This is his chance to say, no more. I won. Because you're only as good as your last performance. So if he wins, he takes it all, even though it's 1-2. No, whoever won last, that's the important fight. You know what I mean? So Benson has a chance at revenge. He can end this on a good note for himself and close the chapter of Anthony Pettis in his life. So there's definitely a lot of drama going on, some big stuff,
Well, sir, I mean, look, we could probably talk all day about a lot of fights. I'm sure you'd be very opinionated, but we're looking forward to another good event this week, this Friday in Las Vegas. Where can fans find tickets, find out where to watch it, everything else?
Man, I'll tell you this. So this is something cool. So nicknamed myself, coined the phrase Dana Brown. My students love calling me Dana Brown. I admire Dana White a lot, so they call me Dana Brown, okay? We did this whole campaign, Dana Brown, free on YouTube. We're getting this fight free on YouTube on karate.com. I would say download the Karate Combat app. You can watch it there. You can vote on your favorite fighters. One thing that's also very important, it's very rare for you to see a fight of this magnitude that's free on YouTube Live. That's crazy. Nobody does that. And we're bringing it to you. It's a gift to you. So please, guys, check it out. Tickets are still available. We actually just expanded the seating. So we released another 100 tickets because it was sold out for a while. So we just expanded the seating. We released another 100 tickets. There's no way we're going to fit more people. So let's jump on those tickets and let's sell this place out.
Mr. President, appreciate it. Looking forward to a good one. Thank you.